Yep, they're coming to us. So. Luckily, we're at.
Welcome to Jordan Hare
That makes it
Stadium
easy.
in Auburn, Alabama.
Not stadium.
It is
So,
weekend of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting
you
more
should be
intense.
able to do a lot of
LSU ready to
adjustments
kick it
and
away
stuff
to get
like
things
that.
started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers' offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did.
Turning it on. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. What a cut, now he's loose. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Cobb. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Maybe a crease. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd down, here's Durham. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Running inside, it's Cobb. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Cobb. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum.
That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to run, it's Cobb.
Good job with
Eats.
That's a...
They'll mark it at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. just going to keep it after the snap. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. LSU right back to the line.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets.
How did we just get...
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards.
And they built a depth.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the
Volley, you gotta move, bro. There's no way you're just standing right there and just letting him go there.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Handoff, Caden Durham. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This game was so fucking ass. I swear. I already thought the guy was wide open and not wide open. I don't understand it. I really don't.
The PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished
wide
things
open.
off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Thought I put it on the money.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
All goes, but
working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping up the big play. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run inside. It's Washington. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Green. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw it again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Washington. There he goes. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Ducks looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Auburn! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. LSU quick to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That's caught. It's Harris. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
I think a big question at the start of the year was, could this transfer quarterback help take this offense to the next level? And, David, he's really...
Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, here's Durham. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Running inside, it's Cobb. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He'll He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At the 20, he's got space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He wants to throw it. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
LSU right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. 2nd and goal coming up. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone for 6. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to...
Gets away from one, finds some space. Flying out to the left. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of pop.
Field goal units not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football and they'll turn it over.
That's the shit I don't fucking understand, bro. Like, how the fuck do they just do that shit, dude? Like, I would like to have fucking pressure like that.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Hey, bro, there's no fucking way, Harris. Oh my fucking god, dude.
A chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
There's no fucking shot you cannot pick that off.
One of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game. You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him.
I swear, they don't ever want to win by 3 scores, bro.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And you talk about a guy that's proving himself week in and week out. It started with, hey, he's a first-time transfer starter, new school, new place.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna let it fly.
Like, jump for it, die for it, something. Goddamn, dude, what the fuck?
Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Singleton. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looking downfield on first down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they...
Let's go.